Good morning, followers of Christ. I hope you're having a blessed day. If not, just keep praying through it. God will see you through it. So, this is for my followers of Christ that have siblings. You'll relate more to this, but it's also for those who always have this question of why them, right? So, I'm bringing this up because there's there was a conversation I was having with one of my good friends, and she was really frustrated because she's struggling, going through some things, and she continued to make statements in regards to how other people that aren't living right tend to not go through as much as she's going through. And she's living right and she's doing everything right. And it seems like she's getting left behind when it comes to being blessed by God. And so that's been on my heart because, if you've ever been a sibling and you watched your little sibling do something that you would have got in trouble for, right? You was like, oh, I know, oh, mom gonna get you for that. You watch, you gonna get in trouble for that. And then you sit back to watch the show to find out they never got in trouble. And you like, if I would have done that, even years later, oh, you let them get away with this, you let them get away with that. If I would have done that, and I remember having that conversation with my mama one day about one of my little brothers. They had did something, and she just talked to him. She didn't ground him. He didn't get a whooping. It was like, but I remember the day that I did it. She let into me. Um and so when we was reminiscing about it as I became an adult and now that I have children, one thing that she showed me was it had a lot to do with the circumstance, and the situation was different. When I had did it, it was her first encounter with it. And because it was her first encounter with it, it led her to part of her response was the fear, the unexpected. But then when my brother had repeated the same thing, she had learned from that and learned how to handle it a better way. And so, and not only that, but the reason I did what I did and the reason he did what he did was very different. So it goes to show that, like she said, you can do the exact same thing, have the exact same misbehavior, and it's handled differently because of your circumstances or because of who you are. And so when my had this conversation with my friend about, seeing other people go through life with ease, and then she was struggling, it brought me back to, I asked the question, I was like, are you sure? You're seeing what's on the surface. Are you sure they're not going through something? Are you sure that there's not a reason why? That are you 100% certain that that person is living an easy life? Or are you only seeing what's on the scene? So I'm here to tell you guys, stop paying attention to other people's scenes. Stop paying attention to what's going on in their life and making assumptions that could be extremely wrong, because we don't know. We just don't know what somebody's going through unless you are living with that person, unless you are having daily talks with that person. And even then, that person may be masking what's going on with them. And so it's important for us to not get caught up in looking at the other side. Is the grass greener? Have you ever seen a lawn care service that comes in, the effort, the work, all the meticulous things that they have to do to keep that grass green all year round? Like, are you doing that level of work to your lawn? And most of the time the answer is no. So instead of doing the why me, instead of saying, well, they're going through it easy, just say, okay, Lord, if you're seeing things that someone else has, or if you seeing that their life is easier, you have two choices. You can go ask them, how do you do it? And maybe they will share their secret. Or you can go to God and say, Lord, lift my load, and then see how easy your life go. That's all I got for you today. Y'all stay blessed. Keep following Christ. Keep believing. Keep having faith. Have a good day.